Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining me for another stream. We're gonna continue crocking away at my full armor ZZ Gundam. Oh, let's focus here. There we go. So this is what we have done so far. Got our arm all decaled up. A little bit of detail painting here and there. And the touch-ups I mentioned the thing are this little silver piece here. You can kind of see how well, let me focus in a little closer here, actually, so I can show it off. You can kind of see how the surface is a little rough. It really doesn't want to focus, does it? It's not very smooth surface on that, so I'm probably actually going to clean that entirely off and redo it. And I got the Hyper Mega Cannon all done. Little red detailing there in the center. Gold tip. And all the decals. Got a little bit of panel lining around here. Actually turned out quite nice. But, as I said, I'm probably going to start with that because I think I got to let that water cool down a little bit. I got slightly too warm water. Grab some isopropyl. And we should be able to reuse some of the Q-tips from last night, or last time's panel lining. We don't need to be too thorough with this because we're planning to repaint it silver anyway. So if there's little bits of silver in the corners, that's fine. I just want to get this face cleaned off so I can repaint it hopefully with a smoother texture. Pressure on the wrong spot. There we go. Just the dry end to clean up a little bit. Nice. So I guess I could, because this is actually supposed to have a decal on it. Yeah, and I just didn't put it on there because I was going to have it silver. So I guess I could leave these like they are. And then put the decal on them. It might not be a bad idea. I already have a lot of silver detailing on this. I'll let that dry and I'll think about it. Let's retouch the part that fell off though. Should be rotating things a little too much. There we go. Yeah, I'll let that dry a bit. In the meantime, I think we're gonna start with the other arm. How's that water doing? Is that cooled down a little bit? Yeah, it feels like it has. There we go. This should be pretty much the same as the other shoulder. Slowly working this way out of its peg hole. There we go. Two outside armor come off. So I did end up putting the decals on the under spots. Actually, I gotta clean up right here. There it is. Water. This. Go. Yeah. It's good. So I think last time I started with this, that was pretty good. We'll do the same. Hell yeah, Jaster. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah. Oh, right here. I keep getting where there's a separate arm diagram. Okay. Congrats on the first, Jaster. Let's go. 4 on this side in particular. It's going to be 145. Cut here very well. There we go. Trim off the number. Oh, decal softening. And let's get paper towel prepped. This decal. Oh, no, it's actually over here. sure the area is nice and clean. And give it a dab fits. Where we plan to put the decal. This just definitely helps it makes it transfer to the surface a lot easier, I found. So basically spreads the fit out and kind of sits on top of it for a little bit until you press the water up underneath. That makes the transfer to the surface from the sheet a little smoother. This water's pretty warm, so I shouldn't actually need to let it soak all that long. It's not particularly the big one either. Go. I'm gonna try and fit it above this piece as far as it can go. Although it won't actually can't go in very far because the actual size of the decal is a little bigger than the print, so it actually can't fit in this gap up here. But we get it as close as we can. It's about there. I landed up at the top, right? Yep. So perfection is kicking in. Should be good. Dampen. We don't want this part to move most of all, so this is the part we'll start with. We'll just give it some light dabs, just to force any air or liquid from underneath out. Yeah. Fold in the light, see if there's any bubbles. You look good. Drop the positioning. I just give it another dab of fit. Help soften it, the edges. I just find this usually helps it blend a little better. Just give it a couple seconds, soaking. Without even really applying pressure, just kind of dab it up. Just get any excess liquid off there. And we're done. Pretty good. Good start. Next, 70. One of these guys. We have lots of. Cut away from that piece it's kind of close to. This one is angled with the little dot pointing up. It's going to be in this bottom corner. So let's go from the top left. And then we'll slide it down. Get that soaking. Clean the area a little bit. I don't think we didn't really do much panel lining or any of that around here, so I don't think it's really something we got to worry too much about. But always be safe. Another dab of fits. Actually, as I mentioned, this water's pretty warm, so this shouldn't really need all that much soaking time. And it's probably one of the smaller, one of these decals will do. excess liquid. This one just kind of sits across, right? Yeah. If anything, it's more in line with this edge here. There we go. I'd say that's good. Liquid and air from underneath. The edges. Looks good. Just let it soak for a second. I take my time with doing this stuff. I literally just started this last week. I've only put like 4 or 5 hours into it. Actually, it's probably like 6, but it's also doing some touch-up painting. Mostly just been doing decals though for the last little bit. The build's been done. Nice. Yeah, I saw some of your work in progress pictures on Instagram. I'll have to go check it out. Once you do the post the final stuff, which you might have already. I haven't checked in the last couple days. Okay, other side. Yeah, it was looking real good from what I saw of it. No. Hold on, what was I saying? 146, so. Safety first. Titan's Gundam. Okay. That's the one where like the main major difference is the color, right? Between it and like the classic. Yeah. I definitely found I appreciate a lot more of like a unique design than like a color. Like a lot of the like limited edition kits and stuff are just like recolors and stuff. I really don't have a super big interest in that stuff. I imagine once I get farther into doing these and I get bored, it might be something, but at the moment, it's not really. Uh-huh. There we go. That should be close enough. One minute. I actually just thought of something. Sorry about that. I just had to go and unlock the door for my roommate before he gets home. Okay, let's do the lower one. 69. Go. Get it soaking. Yeah, I did end up trying using this for pressing down and getting the water out from under them, but I found it was just a little too stiff. The cotton swabs have a good amount of give on them when they're, especially when they're damp. I find it's a lot easier to like gently press out the liquid without moving that. I had a hell of a time not moving the decal when I use this. But that might just be due to my technique for putting these on. Bro, could be doing something wrong and not even realizing it. But it's worked so far. Get off there. Yeah, it seems to be great because especially once it gets a little damp, it just has a nice bit of give on it that seems able to apply pressure without actually moving it. So, Q-tip's still probably the best for moving it around. Jumped into using that a little too quick there. Yeah, and the main issue I was having with Q-tips is, especially the ones I get, they tend to start fraying really good. But then I found I can just basically put a little bit of pressure and like twist back on it, and it gets most of the loose strands out of there. Cool. So that's those two. Now just the one on the side. Grab it right there. Right at the top there. Oh, I also got to paint this piece section now that I think about it. Because I didn't realize that was supposed to be, the inner part of it was supposed to be painted red. So I gotta do that. I gotta do that on the leg ones too. I didn't realize that. I think there's another spot I need to do it. Oh yeah, the boosters on the side of his skirt. These are supposed to be red on the interior. So I'll probably end up painting that as well. That one's less important because I can barely see that. I already painted the center bit gold on the thrusters, and I've yet to really notice it at all in any of the poses I've done with them. Let's get this side part off first. So I'm worried if it accidentally comes apart when I'm separating it. Where was the best place? Probably down, right? Where did I get purchase on this last time? I think right at the top here is the easiest spot. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Silver's still intact. Okay, now we can do this piece with a little more confidence. Hell yeah. Talk to you when you get returned. Well, actually, in the meantime, let me get started on this. I'm going to need to ultimately put 2 coats of this. I think I ended up putting 3 on the last one, actually. Red, red. Actually, I don't even need this clip. There we go. Let that dry. We'll put another coat or 2 on it. Go red on my fingers. Let's grab that side decal. 143. Keep putting my tools in different spots. Probably not smart. Good amount there. It's pretty big. Decal. Oh, that's right. I started half an hour late. I was wondering why the time seems so off. Get this relatively centered. Pretty damn close already. Yeah, that looks pretty damn good. Then work over from the center to the edge. Looks good. Get some softener around the edges. Not softer, it's just fit, but let it soak. Perfect. Okay. So that one done. Until that side piece is ready to go back on. So next up, well, let's start on the outer arm pieces. So this one is going to be 151. Okay, this is basically just going right into the corner against the red piece here. Where's the other one going to go, by the way? The other one goes this corner up here. This isn't even in the right spot anymore. Darn you, gravity. How did I line it up the other arm? With the red piece, okay. Go. We go. And this is going to be 153 for the other one. Leaving us an orphaned 152. We'll set right here until we need it for probably the other side of this piece. Or the other side, that one there. It's pretty small, but still. What are we doing? We're like 45 minutes, and I've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and this will be 7th. So a little more than 5 minutes each. Quite a bit more, like 7 minutes each. Although I did spend some time at the start removing that paint. Speaking of which, that should be dry now. Should decide what I want to do with that. Whether I want to put the decals on it or repaint it. Like this. Almost enough. Actually, I should get this piece a little farther away. soak, let it soak. Cool. That one's all done. Let's do the other one. Starting with, how about that orphan one? Nope, this way. Other way around. Yeah, that. Like you. My tooth. Replacement. Really don't want to under soak this because it gets really hard to work with when I do. Water is probably cooling down quite a bit at this point. Yeah, it is. Ooh, didn't do that, but it didn't turn out too bad. There we go. Close enough. Keep messing with it, I'll probably just mess it up. So, there we go. Almost made a mess of that one, but I think I recovered pretty okay. Mississippi 2, Mississippi 3, Mississippi 4. Last one down here. 150, I believe? Yeah. Actually, this one would be easier if I swing it around like this. Actually, maybe even a little angle like this. Soak, 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 soak. There we go. Other side armor piece is done. Right on, right on, right on. That went pretty quick. Let's do the two on this guy. That's actually a pretty good grip. So decal 1 at the top here. It's 142. Separate the number. This one's going right at the top here. That's a pretty good grip, honestly. Big old doll up there. Actually, gonna run a quick ad here. Just to get pre-rolls gone since not a whole lot of people here. This one's a little wider than the piece itself. Just as close to the top as I can get it. So pretty much just gotta try and position it as close to the middle as possible. So there's a little overlap on either side. Which, this honestly looks pretty close. Yeah, let's go with it. Edge got caught there. Cool. Extra on the edges. It's like Q-tip right there. Nice. Next up, down here. It's the very bottom, I believe. Yep. 144. Right here. Another boundary piece. Makes the whole piece a little more flippant. flipping, I mean floppy. Okay, flaccid. The word I was trying to avoid using. This piece goes wide part on top. Go, here we go. Very limited space down here. I don't know if... Put my finger directly on that other decal and it didn't slide. Good. Go. Soften up those edges. Cool. Looking good. Let's do the two on this piece. The other side didn't have any because it was just the mount for the double beam cannon, whereas this one is the little hidden missiles. So because of that, this upper part actually pokes out a little bit more. I don't know why this part pokes out more. It looks like this would be another compartment for missiles, but it's not. So in this one, it's 149 and 148. 149 on this side. Right here. Although there are two sets of them. I wonder if I could have put it on that other one if I wanted to. It would probably have fit. Something I might think about doing later. So this size has 149. Although maybe I can just leave them as an extra set. I was talking about how I think I almost have enough extra water slides now to decal up one of my models that didn't come with some. Just try and do custom placement. Yeah, so we compare. Why are you 18 volts? There it goes. Yeah, it actually lines up with this edge too, so if I want to, I can. Just kind of make them match up a little more. Pretty much, yeah, the circle pretty much ends up right at that bump, like it is in the document. Good enough. Sorry, that's my hairs and camera there. Back a little. Oh. Reverse soak. More on this edge. go. Spin it around. Flip it over to the other side. Use it to the other side. 148. Where's this one going? Oh, this way. While it's soaking, recharge. That's not soaked enough at all. Oh yeah, this water is quite cool now. Gotta give it a little extra soaking time. Got used to doing it with nice warm water. Straighter. There it is. There we go. Finish coats. Go. Well done. So let's put another coat of this red on. First coat should have dried it off by now. Oh, second coat. Now let's do that touch up of silver on the shoulders. Because yeah, I don't think I'm gonna leave it like it is. Let me redo these bottom parts too, while I'm looking at it. There we go. Doesn't need to be a perfect clean, as I said, we're just going to be painting this silver again. You made the same mistake again. I did. Lovely. That went better. Still pretty rough, but should be manageable. Now the bottom. There we go. That's a little smoother. Still a little rough on the front here, but I think if I try and There we go. It's a little better than it was. So it's not looking too bad. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna look much better than that when I redo it, so I'm just gonna leave that one. I think when that dries, it should be fine. Yeah, looks a little better. Oh, is this vent has it's touched up? Cool. So I think we're good to start working on this guy. Which we should be able to do without this. Let's back it up. What do we got on this shoulder? Oh, let's do the piece on the side. It's easiest. 43. This is red part on top. This will probably be the last one I do before I break. Lots of time soaked because the water's fairly cold. more. There, got a little cockeyed right at the end there. Let's see if we can recover it. We're mobile. Here we go. Oh, let's no. Come on. Holy shit! I should just recover this. Not perfect, but considering how much it was folded up, I'm okay with not perfect. Damn, yeah, that's a pretty good recovery considering how folded over it had been. Barely tell. Ooh, that was a decent recovery. But that also seems like that might be a good time to take my break. Probably do one more coat on this, right? Although it's pretty close already. Maybe that'll be enough. How about that compared to down here? A little darker, so maybe one more coat. Yeah, I'll talk to you guys when I return. I'll be back in like 10 minutes, so 10, 15. Talk to you when I return. Welcome back, everyone. Some nice warm water. So when we have that, I think we're going to try and tackle the slightly more difficult ones on this guy. Which, yeah, we're definitely going to use a clip on this guy. So let's do the side. Actually, well, we have the nice warm water and we're nice Oh, I still gotta panel line this guy. Just notice that. Let's do that real quick. Boom. Yeah, so I guess I'll panel line this guy and then I'll go and do the rest of the arm while that panel line is drying. Where's the pen? There it is. Too much. Oh. Wow, yeah, that cut went all over the place. Route. Grab some more. Why won't you flow? Oh. Huh. Oh, I got way too much that time. Oh, jeez. Where else? I should panel at the bottom of this, to be honest. But I didn't even do that on the other one. Yeah. Oh, we're gonna have to go back and do this on the other one too. I had forgotten to do this underside, especially since it's a little more visible. coverage on the inside. There we go. Cover around there. There we go. These last couple spots that were a little light. There we go. Make that side pop a little more. Yeah. I think that should be good for panel lighting on that now, though. Looks a lot better. Cool. So let's let that dry and we'll work on the decals. The main one. Although, could also, while we're on it, do these real quick. Do the panel line on the other side of this while we have it out. That way we can clean it up at the same time as that other one. Extra there just to make sure it gets there. It's gonna flow down there. And we're dry. Oh, hold on here. Gonna pop the bot. It's empty. Oh, too much. There we go. It should be good for that. There we go. Set those aside. And we can get to painting this. Not painting. Decaling. On the arm, we have 33. This angle. Up here. This other one goes up here. And a third down here. Do this top one first. Orientation wise, pretty much just go straight up and down. Which Can I do it on the other side? Oh yeah, no, that's pretty much exactly it. Cool. Oh, I needed a new tamper. There we go. One selected itself. Dampen. It's pushing out all the air and liquid from underneath the decal. Locking it in place. Oh. Next up, right here, it is 35. This one. Right along this edge. And these do get covered up by these arm armor, but I am gonna at least try and take some photos of them in just ZZ form. So I figure I should do all the decals on this too. Oops. So, oh, a little too far. There we go. That's good. Then the red one down there is 37. We're actually cutting through these decals pretty quick. Let's trim off this loose end. That'll just cause us trouble down the line. Oh, gotta trim the number 2. I don't know why I took so many chops there. Try and trim it. Kept missing. There we go. This one, then we can start on the shoulder faces and the other side. I think this keeps this off the ground enough that these don't really have a chance to rub. Maybe this one. We can always angle the arm so that doesn't happen. Go underneath. There we go. Water soak. Perfect. What is this? Order. Cool. I guess I'll work on the shoulder face. Is 15 and 13. Oh, actually, touch that up. Get it soaking. Oh, that is actually going to need alcohol probably to come off. Thankfully, it's alcohol? No, it's lighter fluid I need. Where do those? There it is. Oh, wow. A little sloppy on the transfer, but we got there. So that's good. It's covered entirely on that piece. I don't even know why I looked. Cool. And the bottom one, 13. Circle down. water cools down quick. Might run and reheat it here in 15 minutes or so, I think. Try and line it up with an ad break. This is probably the smallest decal I deal with this, maybe? Pretty small. Here we go. Right slides, get all the stuff underneath. Cool, and a finish go. Finished bit of fit. Ooh, excuse me. Cool. More decals done. So, save that. One here I can grab. You look pretty untouched. Actually, you're almost clean untouched. So you'll be my cleanup piece. So it's isopropyl from earlier. Clean up these edges. Go. Okay, notice this end. There we go. I think that should be cleaned up enough. Looks pretty straight and sharp. There we go. Looks good. So we can snap on this guy. And we have that shoulder pretty much done. The extra armor part of the shoulder at least. So now this guy and the wing. Well, this is the wing we already decaled. Oh, let's do that while we have this lighter fluid poured. Do our panel line cleanup. There we go. That's all cleaned up in the panel lining. Pretty easy. I mean, I guess try and give it a bit down here too. Cool. So that's this guy. Put back on. She's all nice and panel lined on the underside. That all almost entirely is being covered up. Lovely. Didn't realize that. Oh well. Silver didn't quite get covered up there as much as I want. Probably go in there with a pen, finish it off. That's about everywhere. I don't see any other obvious spots. Cool. Okay, I need to go with a pen probably. 03 here. 03. Just to make sure all this silver is covered. Cool. There we go. Cover up the silver a little better there. Cool. So let's let that dry off a little bit. And then we'll do the decals on that. Meantime, we can probably do the other side on this guy, can't we? Yeah, because that should keep it all elevated. Yeah. Yep, the little red bit keeps everything elevated, so I don't have to worry. Cool, let's do it. Clean up the areas. We're going to get started with... All right, the other side. 34. Oh, right, I was gonna get one more. Oh, well. We will get to it when we get to it. I believe this is the one we were using. And re-bring the fix. Spin it around like that. Because the water's a little cooler, I'll give it a little extra time to soak. Okay, so that's pretty much exactly where it was on the other side. Oh yeah. So soften. Go. Next up, 36. So at least put a noticeable dent. I'd say we've used probably about either between a quarter and a third of the decals so far. So got to do that backpack, which has quite a few. Grab it right in the middle. Might be a little more focused now. Good enough. Let it soak. There we go. Now for the last little piece, 38. Then we'll change our water. Coming together. There we go. Oh, I think we got it now. It's fit to finish. Ooh, gameplay here. Ba, 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 ba. Okay, let's do the last two on this shoulder. How do I want to hold this up so it doesn't scratch those other ones off? I guess I could. Grab it there? No. There we go. Grab this bar? Not securely. Just thought I could grab it. Take that off and grip it here. There we go. Grab it there. Yeah, these two are super easy, so even if the cold water should be able to do them fine. Let's save the warm water so it's nice and warm for the hard ones on this guy. Okay, and those are... Probably gotta go back page. 16 and 14. Trash pile with you. Yeah, we'll do these two and then we'll swap out the water. Then we'll finish off that. And that should be the other arm done. Then it'll be both arms and the mega cannon all done. Just leave us with all this left to go. I hope it fell off. There we go. Go. And last up, 14. All up. Should be enough soak time. Good enough. There we go. Shoulder decals done. Reattach the arm. There we go, with all the decals on this done. Now, we'll go change the water. And do the decals on this guy. Probably grip right here, right? Man, that's spring loaded. Oh yeah, it's biting into the edge there. Gotta be careful. Cool. Yeah, I'm gonna go grab that warmer water and I will be right back. Okay, warm water acquired. So, we just have this wing bit to do. Oh, let's power through these decals. Starting the end, we have 19. Just realized the issue with where I'm gripping it. Where one of the decals go. So what was it again? Sorry. 19. Probably should have started with some of the more difficult ones since the water's only warm for so long. So I'll probably actually end up doing the top one here pretty soon. So I think that's the most difficult one of these. Bum, 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 bum. We go. Go. Yeah, let's do that one on top since it's so big. 25. There we go. So yeah, let's do this one on top now. It is right back here by these guys. Get it soaking. Still a little barb there, I just noticed. Nice clean edge on that side to slide off. That'll hopefully make this a little easier. Cover on that while I get this soaking. Lots of goo. Soak up some of this extra liquid so I can see what I'm doing. Okay, say that's good. Center, and work outward. Nice, those actually go over the edge quite nicely. Air bubbles here. let's give it some fit, especially on these edges. Fur arm around that corner. Let it soak it. There we go. Nice. That went well. Okay, back to the side. Right here next. Which is going to be 26. Carving out this area in the middle even more. Ooh, that's real close. Don't think I got it though. This guy goes on like this. Actually, let me chop off this bottom corner too, and we'll go off that way. Little dab of spill that. This alcohol cleans up real easy. There goes. All gone. And ready. Give it a little extra evaporation power. Oh, she's moving sluggish. Should be good. Damn, that actually went off pretty good. Extra, extra, extra on this corner. Let it soak. Nice, that hugs that corner really well. Cool. Good job, good job. Now the one up here, which is 17. I'm going to orphan a piece here, but we should be using it pretty much right away after the other side, so it's okay. So we want 18. Oh no, we want 17. 18 will be on the other side. Set it over here and chop that number off. This is going right along here. Close to this front one, actually. Hold on, let me visualize this. So this goes on like this. So when you rotate it around, it'll be like this. Gotcha. It's actually slightly more difficult with the top decal on. It sticks down slightly. So I gotta be careful not to rub too close to it. Should be long enough. Holy shit, I suck. That was rough. Close. I think this is as good as we're gonna get. Do one thing here. There we go. Just sliced off a little bit right in the corner. So it should sit a little more flush. There we go. This side is done. Now, for the final side. I'll make sure I'm not grabbing too close to the other decals. Go. So, first up, let's start from the outside again. 20. Or actually, let's do this one that we've already orphaned, since you already have it out. 18. This will actually probably be hard to say, because both this one and this one are a little more difficult. This one's super easy. But yeah, 3 to go, and I think we're done for today. Got both arms done. Should be enough soap. See if this goes smoother than the other side. It's so narrow that it's just nerve-wracking. Get off the paper, piece of shit. Not perfect, but we'll get there. It's dry as hell, though. Okay. Not perfectly straight, but it should be good enough. Okay, I was about to say, did I put it upside down? No. Nice. Okay. Well, let's work our way up. Let's finish with an easy one rather than a hard one. So we'll do 27 next. Is 20 the outside one? 20 is the outside one. Okay, good. So it'll orphan the correct one here. Go. Set that one over there. There we go. There we go. Can't believe I didn't lose grip. I think that should cover about everything. I want to give this lots of time to soak because it's one of the more awkwardly shaped pieces. It's like a J shape. Really rather none of the pieces be overly sticky. Or any of the sections, I should say. There we go. Not going to press it anymore from there. No, I don't think so. Let's fix that angle. God. Okay. Let's try it from here. Now it's folding. There we go. Covered. I said recovered and then messed it up. Nope. That corner's done. Serious? Oh yeah, that piece is gone. Okay. Not perfect, but that'll be the back of the shoulder anyway, so. Didn't have to be perfect. That's a good place not to be perfect at. There we go. It doesn't look perfect, but it should do. It's just missing that little dot. It's not even that noticeable, honestly. And for the last one. This guy right here, right? 20? What's this? Last decal for the night. And we'll get the arm reassembled. But yeah, I'll be back on Tuesday, I believe. And I'll be playing some ZZZ, seeing if I can't get Lucia's W engine. As well as doing shoe defense, deadly assault, all that good stuff. Still working through the tower, too. Gotta say, doing the no-hit runs with the new boss of the tower is fun. Definitely makes you learn the bosses a lot better. Cool. That one's like overly soaked. Get rid of some of that. There we go. Let it so soften. There we go. All details of that taken care of. So let's start reassembling. And actually, we'll leave that part to last. Does this allow me to this guy cleanly? Hell yeah. There we go. Exterior armor plating fits nicely. And the missile launcher. And then last of all, nice. So that's both arms decaled up. We've got both arms to show up what we've got completed so far. Our hyper mega cannon and our dual beam, all decaled up. Yeah. And then that just leaves rest of this to do decals on. So we'll probably do chest, head, and waist next time. And then we'll start on the lower body and the legs probably Thursday. Yeah, I'll be back doing more on this on Wednesday. As I said, I'll be playing ZZZ, Zenless Zone Zero on Tuesday. And I'll be back Wednesday doing more of this, and probably Thursday doing more of this. Yeah, thank you everyone for joining me. I hope you have a lovely evening, and I'll talk to you next time. Take care.